Hello, welcome back or welcome to my channel. It is Sunshine Lorena and I'm going to be taking you through my full physical TBR. So guys, it has been a while since I have actually looked at my shelves and worked out how much physical books I have still to read on there. Last time in the lead up to Christmas, I did two videos. I did one of my physical thriller TBR and one of my romance TBR. But I didn't cover the full shelves. The last time I did that was 2021, so it has been a while. Also, I think last time I didn't include the Spanish or Italian books I owned, and I really should include those because I can read them and they should be included in the number. And on top of that, I think I missed a few books because they were on a different shelf. So we're gonna do it again. It's also because in 2024, I really do want to focus on kind of balancing the kind of numbers that come in and what I've read, etc. So just a little kind of brief preview of that. I do want to focus on reading a good amount of books that are actually on my shelves and kind of keeping that number good because, you know, if I own them, I really should read them. So that's a little bit of a long intro, but I'm gonna be taking them all out, guys. And I'm gonna take you through each of them. You may get a brief synopsis, but it might be more this book by this author, this title type thing, because I have a feeling that there's a lot. Like, not as much as other people, because there's people who have hundreds of unread books, and I don't want to be in that situation, which is why I'm doing this video, so that I can actually track it. The video that will come in 2 days after this, I'm just thinking content planning here, guys. In 2 days after this is going to be a bookshelf reorganization, so hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss it. Because since I'm going to have all the books that I haven't read off my shelves anyway, I'm just as well doing a bit of reorganization. It's a long intro, but I already, as you can see, I already have some down here. I don't know the numbers here, but it's the ones I've taken from other places. And we're going to start taking down the books, and I'm going to take you through all of them. And let's just find out how much I actually physically have unread on these shelves. Okay guys, I have gotten them down. You cannot see all in the shop. I have books everywhere, and I know from what you can see it seems like I have quite a bit read, and I do have quite a bit read. It's just that I tended to have books that I'd read and kind of favourites there, and those are some other like thrillers and stuff that I'd already read. So behind me looks better than the chaos that you're seeing. So I've kind of put them in piles of genres, so you're kind of going to get in genres. But first of all, just because it's a really big one and I kind of want to just pop it back in the shelves, is I have the complete collection here of the Jane Austen novels. This is like my favourite, most beautiful book that I think I probably own. It is gorgeous. You've probably seen this a few times. So I have read Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice and Mansfield Park, but I haven't read Emma, Northanger Abbey or Persuasion. So I've only read half of them in here, so 3, because it's a collection. I'm gonna say 3 books. That's how we're gonna do it, because I know I have another one at least that has like a few books in that I haven't read. So 3. I do have another nice edition of Jane Austen books, but I'm not gonna double count Northanger Abbey because I'm only gonna read one version, but this is also very pretty. So yeah, so far 3. Okay, now we're gonna go to kind of thriller horror books. So here I have The Girl Who Played with Fire and The Girl Who Kicked a Hornet's Nest by Stieg Larsson. So this is book 2 and 3 in the Millennium original trilogy. I've read the first one last November, as in November 2022, so I still have these 2 to read. Hopefully I'll get to the second one in 2024. So we now have 5. Book number 6 here, The Appeal by Janice Hallett. I've heard lots of people reading about this. It seems like really good, like way to, I might do a video one day about trying to solve the mystery because it sounds like a really fun one. Book number 7 is Agatha Christie's The ABC Murders. I enjoy her murder mystery, so that's why it's there. Book number 8 is The Boy in the Headlights by Samuel Bjork, and I've read the first 2 in this series. It's amazing. They're Norwegian crime thrillers, guys. Recommend. Book number 9 is The Travellers by Chris Pavone, and this is out of a box of stories. I just never got to it. Book number 10 is Excursion to Tindari by Andrea Calmareri, and this is part of the Montalbano mystery series, so I said number 10. We have 11, 12 and 13, guys. It's the first 3 novels in the Spectre Montalbano series here. It's a collection. So it is The Shape of Water, The Terracotta Dog and The Snack Thief. I have seen them on the TV show, but I have not actually read the books. Book number 14 is The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman, and I need to really get on this series, guys. I need to get to it. Book number 15 is All the Beautiful Lies by Peter Swanson. Again, it was one of those box of storybooks that I had. Book number 16 is David Jackson's Tapping at My Door, and again, box of stories book. Just move those books out of the way so we have space here. But book number 17 is My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones. I should have read this in October, I didn't, but I will get to it. Book 18 is Stephen King, The It. I read it, I attempted to read it a year ago, more than a year ago, and I got that far into it, but I will pick it up again one day, guys. 19 is Stephen King's Nightmares and Dreamscapes. This is a collection of short stories. I am not individually counting them, guys, because that would be absolutely ridiculous. Number 20 is Stephen King's Dumaki, and this is one of the horror kind of collection books that everyone likes to try and collect. I have a couple of them, but this is like a big boy like it, and it's gonna take me a while to get through that when I do. And book number 21 is Full Dark No Stars. Again, it is a short story collection from Stephen King. I have read 1922. Actually, it's a novella collection, sorry. I've read 1922, but it's only one, so the majority of these are unread. Again, I'm not going to individually count these, just to be fair to myself. Okay guys, move that pile out of the way. Again, new pile. So here, book number 22 is The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafran. I did start reading this year, but I got distracted by other books. 5-star feels in the first few pages, so I've rain checked it, gonna pick it up in 2024. 23 is the second book in that series, which is The Angel's Game by Carlos Ruiz Zafran. It's a continuation. These are really hugely popular, and yeah, they just seem like great fantasy kind of books. So book 24, 25 and 26 is the Shadow and Bone series here. As you can see, it's still in the wrapping. I should take that off of there. I got them for $7.99 at TK Maxx, guys. Amazing price deal, but let's not get distracted. Need to read them. I'm so behind on it, and I do want to watch this Netflix series, but I'm like, need to read the books first. And 27, oh, I scratched it there. 27 and 28 is the duology of the Six of Crows. Again, need to read those after the Shadow and Bone series, but I will be picking them up. 29 is The Red Queen by Victoria Award, and this is the start of another fantasy series. I got this in a charity shop for 50p, guys. Steal, but I do still need to read it. Book number 30 is Six Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. This was on 23, to read in 23, but I didn't get to it. I will, guys. I have a lot of fantasy books that I didn't realise that I had, and I need to get on those fantasy books. Book 31 is The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. Again, hugely popular. I really want to get to it. And finally, 32 in the fantasy kind of section I have here is A Magic Gets Steeped in Poison by Judy Eileen. I know this has been in several TBRs this years, guys. I will read it. On to kind of like romance books now. So number 33 is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I know, hugely popular. I've not had great luck with her books before, so hopefully I'll like it. 34 is Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. Again, I hope I will like this one. 35 is actor H.E. Brown. I still have to read the second book, which is Danny Brown's book, which I have an ebook, but I've read Chloe Brown and I really liked it. 36 is Jojo Moyes' Still Me. I've read the first two, need to read the last one in the series. 37 is This Beautiful Life by Katie Marsh, and 38 is Broken Cups by Heather McQuarrie, and I got these out of a book unboxing. So we're going on to books that are kind of some literary fiction and historical fiction here, and other ones that I don't know how to categorize. So 39 is A Little Life by Yana Kahara. This will be read at a point that I feel like I'm ready to read it. A Man Called Ove broke me in September. Like, I really cried. I've not cried that much in a book, so clearly not ready for this. 40 is Time Traveler's Wife. I will pick this up. You may have seen this on a self-destruct video. No, I have not gotten rid of it because I do actually really want to read it. 41 is Kindred by Octavia Butler. This is short, so I really should get through this, and I should pick it up soon, guys. 42 is Shuggie Bain by Douglas Stewart, and this won the Booker Prize in 2020. It's set in Scotland. I think it's kind of sad, but I really don't read it because it just sounds like such a good book. 43 is Isabel Allende's The House of Spirits. It is one of her most famous books, and I do want to get to it. Book number 44 is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I have read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, really enjoyed it, so I'm hoping that I'll like this one. 45 is Sylvia. I got sent this by the publisher back in May. It came out this year and I really need to read it. It's short, so I really have no excuse. 46 is Beloved by Toni Morrison. This, I need to get it. It's like a modern classic. I really need to get to this one. 47 is Kindred. This was my 23 and 23. Not going to get it by the end of the year, but I do really want to pick this up. It just sounds like such a beautiful story. 48 is Such a Fun Age by Kylie Read. This was hugely popular in 2020. Not heard much about it since. Okay, so 49 is Firefly Lane, 50 is The Nightingale, and 51 is The Great Alone, all by Christina Hanna. I've never read any of her books. I really want to. I got sent that by a friend, the collection, and I really want to get to them because they sound really good. Okay, move those out the way. So number 52 is A Room by Emma Donoghue. This sounds really interesting. Do want to get it. Got in a charity shop for 50p for a hardback. Steal, guys. 53 is Under the Blue. I got this year, sent by Chloe Reads Books, and I want to get to that one soon. Book number 54 is Shantaram by Gregory David Roberts. This is like traveling. It's based on this like real story, I believe. Sounds epic, but it's a huge book. But it's a literary fiction. It's huge. I will get to this some point. I also have the audiobook, so honestly, no excuse. Now we've got a couple of non-fiction here. So 55 is I Know the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou, and this is book 1 in her memoir series. And 56 is All Boys Aren't Blue, again a non-fiction. Onto the last English book pile, then we go into the Italian and Spanish books there. There's some English ones in between because they kind of go with it. But we're getting there, guys. So 57 is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I'm reading this now in December. I will be, guys, I will be. 58 is The Blank Wall by Elizabeth Xanax Holding. This is printed by Persona Free Books, who print out of classics essentially by women, and I really do want to get to read this. Bought this in Bath in 2020, so it's been a while, and it would be interesting to read a book that not that many people have read and shed some light on it. 59 is My Cousin Rachel by Daphne du Maurier. Only read Rebecca by her. Really liked it. Hopefully I'll like this one. Book 60 is Don Quixote by Cervantes, and yes, again another big one. This has been a many classic TBRs for me over the years. It will be read at some point, guys. 61 is Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. Again, another big one, but a classic that I really, really want. 62 is Fingersmith by Sarah Waters. I have owned this for quite a few years. I will get to it at some point. Book 63 is Silver Sparrow by Tari Jones, and 64 is An American Marriage. Guys, there's a few more English. Oh, I almost kicked over a pile there. I have so many books around me. I lied, guys. There is a few more English books. Again, these are the ones I forgot last time, and this is the Noughts and Cross series. I own the first 4. I believe there's at least another 1 or 2. Bought these in 2020 when the TV series was out, watched it, they had it in the works, got a good deal, and I was like, oh, I really want to read them because I never picked up when they were out when I was a teenager, and I still not read them. So we have 65 Noughts and Crosses, 66 Knife Edge, 67 Double Cross, and 68 Checkmate by Mallory Blackman. Now onto like the Italian and Spanish books. This is Italian. It is The Book Thief in Italian, and this is book number 69, which is Storia di una ladra di libri. Book 70 is Il Giro del Mondo in 80 giorni, again Italian, Around the World in 80 days. This is going to take my brain a little bit to work these out. So that was 70. 71 is Agatha Christie's Assassino sul Orient Express. I'm sure you can guess what one this is. 72 is Peter Pan in Italian. I read the English version this year. I will get to this one next year, I'm hoping. This next one was quite popular in Italy, and it was translated in Spanish. It was hugely popular in Spain when I lived there in like 2010, 2011. It's a series. I have the Spanish version, I think, an ebook, which I have also not read, but this is physical books, guys. So there isn't an English translation, which I never know why. It wasn't translated into English, but it never was. So this is number 73, and it is 3 metri sopra il cielo, so 3 meters above the sky. But guys, I've seen the film and it's really good, and I have no idea why they haven't translated this into English yet. 74 is Un anello da Tiffany by the author who wrote The Devil Wears Prada. 75 is Pinocchio. It was originally written in Italian, so I will read it in Italian. 76 is The Wonderful Wizard of Oz in Italian, and 77, let me just slide out here, is Il Giardino Segreto, so the secret garden. Again, this is a gorgeous edition, and those other ones are great. When I open these up, like these covers, because they're supposed to be kids books, right? And like inside, you're not going to see, I'm going to have to open it all, but they have like, one had like a board game, this one had a board game, and then Pinocchio has, again, it's a poster of some sort in there, which I thought great touches for kids books, plus gorgeous covers. To the last pile, guys. So 78 is Chronicle of a Death Foretold by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I have not liked any of his books, but I will pick this up and let's see how I like it. And then 79 is the version in Spanish. English. 80 is Huckleberry Finn in Spanish. Las Aventuras de Huckleberry Finn. 81 is the Spanish version of The Kite Runner. 82 is To Kill a Mockingbird in Spanish. Sorry guys, I'm translating the titles in my head. So To Kill a Mockingbird, number 82. 83 is a Spanish book, Sabor a Chocolate. As you can see, I did start reading that one at least. 84 is Si decidido puédame. 85 is como agua para chocolate. And 86 is the English version, Like Water for Chocolate. Again, these are all Spanish. 87 and 88 is The Dirty Girls Social Club. So English version and the Spanish one, which honestly sounds like should be really fun, and I really should have read this by this point. 89 and 90 is The Philosopher's Stone and The Chamber of Secrets in Italian. These are gorgeous editions, guys, like stunning, love them. I did start attempting me this one, got really annoyed that they renamed Dumbledore to Silente, and I was just like, excuse you, like that isn't even a direct translation. So like, annoyed me. Maybe I'll pick it up again one day, guys. And just, so we're up to, like I said, 90, and I have, if you know this about me, I have a whole collection of The Alchemist. Is my favourite book in lots of different languages. I'm not counting the books in the languages that I can't read. However, I've not read the Spanish and Italian version. I can't be bothered pulling them out there. So that takes us up to 92. The other ones, I've read it in English obviously, and the other ones, I am not going to learn Czech, am I? I'm not going to learn Swedish, so I'm not going to Greek, etc. So I'm not going to count them because at the moment that's not like achievable for me to read them in. So they don't count. So 92, guys. 92. I feel like last time I had like 60-ish books when I did the full thing. So I have, although like I said, I didn't include the other language books, so maybe we're good, but it's actually 92. I'm making a note of this. 92 books, guys. We need to do something, okay? Hi guys, quick little editing me video here. I forgot 3 books when I was doing my physical TBR, so there is an additional 3. So we go up to 95, I believe. So there is the Cough. Before the Cough gets cold in Italian, which, guys, this edition is gorgeous. We have then the To Kill a Mockingbird in Italian. And then we have Convenience Store Women here as well, which I got for free because somebody left it downstairs in the building. So we're at 95, which is a much bigger number than I thought I had left to read. But anyway, let's go back to Past Me. I really need to focus on these next year. The foreign ones, you know, maybe 1 or 2, but the rest of them, I can read them, guys. I can read them, not in 1 year, but I can read them. I really need to read these books. Let me know if you got this far. Just do like a book stack emoji, because I have book stacks all over and all around me. If there's any of these that you have read that you're like, that you really want me to pick up, you think I'm gonna absolutely love it, tell me and I can prioritize those, because, you know, to have these in some sort of order would be good. Hit that like button, hit subscribe so you don't miss any more content from me, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!